Most of English learners delay their progress because they think, I need a speaking partner first. What if I tell you that you don't? Some of the most effective speaking methods are actually solo, if you know how to use them correctly. Today I'm gonna share you 7 effective practical tools how to practice speaking at home, solo without a speaking partner. For the first method, you just need a camera. You can just take your phone, open the camera and start speaking in front of the camera. You can make it more challenging and open a textbook and see a topic and try to reply the question, or you can find on the internet question for IELTS preparation, or you can imagine some problem that you would like to talk about and speak in front of the camera. And sometimes when we speak we think that we don't do any mistakes, but when we see it, it's much easier to understand. Here I can change it and say in another way. You can notice that you do some mistakes, and when you speak in front of the camera you don't have another person who can criticize you or whose English can be better, and you can be ashamed of this, and you can be in your comfort zone and it will be much easier for you. And it's so great to see your progress. You can see how your English improves. Also, if you're interested in practicing exactly specific vocabulary, you can take these words and try to speak about something and implement these words. And it's really great way to track your progress and break language barrier. A second method is AI speaking trainer. You can ask ChatGPT, please ask me questions. I have this level of English and ask me questions related to this level or related to some specific topic, or let's role play with me job interview. Or you can again provide some vocabulary that you're interested in and ask ChatGPT, please ask me question using this vocabulary, I would like to practice. And when you chat with ChatGPT, you have a button where you can press it and you can record your voice. You don't need to type. After, you can ask ChatGPT to analyze your mistakes and tell you what you can improve, what you can change, how you can make your speech more natural. Third method is micro-shadowing. You need to choose a speaker whose pronunciation, whose accent you like, who inspires you and who is your role model in speaking English. You can choose a short part from his video. It can be 15-30 seconds, not long. You can write down all the words that he's saying, all phrases. You can analyze his intonation, and after you try to copy the intonation, copy pronunciation, and practice shadowing. It helps you not only improve your speaking but also work with your pronunciation and make it more natural. Number 4 is situation simulation. For this method you can use AI, or you can just do it on your own, or even you can use first method and record yourself. You can imagine that you are having job interview and you are HR manager or you are candidate, or you can imagine that you are in a restaurant, what phrases you will say in the restaurant, what question you will ask. Or you can imagine that you're a customer and complaining about something for a manager. You can imagine this situation and try to role play it in real life. Method number 5, it's movie lines and speeches. It's pretty similar to shadowing, but it's a little bit different. You can choose dialogue from a movie and try to memorize it and role play. But try to role play not just copy intonation, copy emotion, make it natural. Imagine that you are in this situation. And it's fun, and it's also a great way to memorize some new words, vocabulary, and practice your speaking. Number 6, it's reading aloud. You can choose an appropriate book for your level, open it, and read aloud. It also helps you to practice pronunciation of some words, get to know some words, or notice some new phrases, new vocabulary, and practice your speaking. One more thing, after reading aloud, if you understood everything, you could also retell what you read. Try to close the book and try to retell this story, and you can be surprised how challenging it is, how hard it is. And the last one, it's talk through your day. And this looks pretty simple, but it's also powerful, and you can notice that you will try to remember simple words, simple vocabulary, but the useful one. For example, if you try to copy what you are doing right now, for example, I'm recording a video, I'm talking to my audience, I want to share some useful ideas, or when you start working, you start remembering or finding and searching for some words to explain some working process, and you will try to come up with some ideas, some words, some vocabulary. I love it a lot, And it's also amazing that you can do it at any time. You can just be on a public transport and try to comment what is happening around you, or try to describe different people, try to guess what emotions they experience, who they are, what job they have, and do it in English. And you know, English is everywhere, and you can practice speaking using different methods, different tools. You can find a lot of ideas, and really it's not necessary to have an expensive teacher or find a partner for speaking. You really can do it alone and make it as much effective as speaking with someone else. And remember, speaking confidence comes after practice. It's impossible to wait for the best moment to start practicing. You can start by creating simple sentences, simple phrases, role-playing, simple dialogue, and do a small step towards your big goal.